हम बोल रहे थे सर जो आप
Hello, good evening, everyone. Hello. Please confirm if you guys can hear me. अगर आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है तो प्लीज कंफर्म कर दीजिए. रोहित जी थैंक यू, रामकृष्ण थैंक यू, अमोल, अमित, निनाद, मयंक, जेके भाई थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू, थैंक यू. आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू आर डूइंग गुड. फैंटास्टिक. सबको आवाज ठीक से आ रही है. तो आज है ना पहला सेशन मैं लूंगा, पहला 20-25 मिनट, आधे घंटे, बिकॉज 6:30 से मेरा कुछ है जो मैं पोस्टपोन नहीं कर सकता था. सो आई थॉट दैट आई विल टेक द फर्स्ट सेशन, और मैंने शुरोदीप जी को पुश कर दिया है नेक्स्ट सेशन के लिए. तो चलिए सेशन चालू करते हैं. मार्केट का क्या हाल है? मार्केट इज बिहेविंग वेरी फनी, नो, isn't it? One going down, one time going up. So let us see what's happening in the market and let us try to build a view on the market. तो उसके लिए मुझे ब्रॉडर मार्केट का मेरा जो टैब है वो चालू करना पड़ेगा. तो लेट मी जस्ट डू दैट. जस्ट गिव मी अ मिनट. अभी कुछ मैं ट्राई करता जा रहा हूँ नया, ताकि मेरा मॉडल और रोबस्ट हो. एज आई हैव ऑलवेज टोल्ड यू गाइस दैट constantly revise your model, never marry one specific model, never. तो ये हो सकता है कि मैंने आपके साथ में RS शेयर किया है, but that is a base building, right? What I expect all of you to do is constantly आप मॉडल को रिवाइज करें ताकि आपको उसका फायदा हो. जस्ट एक मिनट. So sorry about it. घर से कॉल था बीवी का, तो उठाना जरूरी था. Sorry about it. So yeah. Okay, so let's go into macro. तो मैक्रो ये मेरा बना हुआ है. किसी को मेरा ये मैक्रो फाइल चाहिए तो प्लीज फील फ्री एंड email it to me at vivek@stockage.com. I will arrange to give these files. कुछ फाइल्स मेरे बने हुए हैं, तो ये अगर आपको कुछ चाहिए तो बता दीजिएगा. मैं ट्रेडिंग व्यू के फाइल्स आपको ईमेल कर दूंगा. हाँ, for StockEdge club members, I will try to post it in the club itself so that you can, take advantage of it. All right. So here we are. What's happening with the market? Macro देखते हैं. Macro देखने के लिए सबसे पहले हमको डॉलर देखना है. And look at what dollar has done. Look at dollar. Crazy. बहुत ज्यादा अनसर्टेनिटी में घूम रहा है. कभी ऊपर, कभी नीचे, कभी ऊपर, जिसके कारण मार्केट भी बहुत अनसर्टेन हो रखा है. तो दिस इज वन ऑफ द मार्केट प्ले जहां पे मतलब you need to probably be very careful with your positions, because इसमें बहुत पैसे इस जोन में बनेंगे नहीं. चॉपिंग हो रखा है मार्केट एकदम. although budget was very good in terms of macros, but माइक्रो के अंदर में मार्केट में जो डॉलर का मूवमेंट अल्टीमेटली वही ड्राइव कर रहा है. तो doesn't look like that dollar will go down aggressively, neither it looks like will go up. So market is going to remain choppy, so please manage your position prudently. क्रूड ऑयल जैसे डॉलर नीचे चला गया, क्रूड ऑयल ऊपर चला गया. ऐसा वैसे जरूरी नहीं है कि डॉलर नीचे जाएगा तो क्रूड ऊपर जाएगा. एट टाइम्स क्या होता है कि डॉलर भी ऊपर जा रहा है, क्रूड भी ऊपर जा रहा है, बिकॉज क्रूड हैड इट्स ओन डायनेमिक्स, ओके, in terms of political, petrodollar political. Then you have gold. What's happening with gold? Gold prices is also hovering around these levels. 1800 के नीचे जाता है, फिर वापस से ऊपर आ जाता है. What's happening with metals? It's going down and metals is going up. So by the way, I posted in club also that I interacted with some of my local friends. और मार्केट के अंदर में एक्चुअली में आप शटल बर्ड्स यूज करोगे ना, मतलब लोकल अपने दोस्तों से बात करोगे, तो आपको काफी आइडिया लगेगा कि स्पॉट मार्केट में क्या चल रहा है. तो लोहा बाजार अभी तेजी में है और metals are very strong. So that's why you see, in fact I mentioned this in StockEdge social also, that's why you see lot of metal stocks have done very good. And international market में भी देखोगे, जिंक का दाम देखो, कॉपर का दाम देखो, so it's pretty much stable, and obviously they have a negative relationship with dollar, so it's also stable. What is happening with yield curve? So short term 10-year yield curve is up, because clearly it is defined that US के अंदर में अब inflation and interest rate दोनों ऊपर जा रहे हैं, तो yield curve is going up, because of which dollar ideally should go up, but dollar has come down. So that's what I'm saying. Dollar is pretty much in a no clarity zone. किधर जाना है इसको डॉलर को नहीं पता है. So that's why market is also in a no clarity zone. Let us see what is happening with emerging markets. एक जो problematic चीज ये है कि पैसे emerging market से निकल रहे हैं consistently. So this is emerging market index. It has been going down constantly, and Dow Jones corrected, but it a bit recovery आया, but it's on a downtrend. And similarly with the Nasdaq, what's happening with Nasdaq? Corrected and stabilizing here. So all in all, US markets में थोड़ा correction है, emerging market में काफी corrections है, डॉलर जो है वो strength के around में corrections दिखाया है. So these are giving very confusing signals. So no view is also a view. Always remember कि नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, ठीक है. अब मैं थोड़ा स्टॉक स्पेसिफिक एक बात करना चाहता हूं आप लोगों से. व्हाट एम आई गोइंग टू टॉक इज, देखिए बजट गया, ठीक है, एंड देयर आर सम स्टॉक्स व्हिच आई एम श्योर यू मस्ट हैव नोटेड फॉर बजट की बजट के कारण इन स्टॉक्स को बेनिफिट होगा. तो मैंने यहाँ पर नोटिंग कर रखा है. तो जहां जहां मैं पढ़ता हूँ बजट के बारे में, आई ट्राई टू add section here and add, because these are the stocks which I have to track actively, right? उसके अलावा बजट वाले दिन lot of stocks saw good delivery, and in fact this week is going to be very important week. So let us see this week. अभी तो अभी आज का तो डिलीवरी का डेटा नहीं आया होगा, but stocks what happened? StockEdge is hung. So let me just close this one and start a new one. So stocks where this week delivery will be high, those stocks are very important stocks. So how do you see that? You go to scan and you see this week delivery scan, okay? Quantity this week. Oh, मेरा stockage expire हो गया, surprisingly. Let me just try to log in. Oh, so I think I need to get it done from my team. So anyways, so this delivery this week will become a very important data point. So download all the stocks where there is high delivery this week. So this is budget day delivery. What I want you to do is download all the stocks where there is high delivery. How do you do that? You can actually create a combination scan. Unfortunately, sorry about this, they have deactivated my stockage. I need to get it done, so it will take some time. Anyways, so download all the stocks where there is high delivery and track them, because these stocks with high delivery will definitely be favorite stock for coming few months as a swing trading stocks. And how do you trade the swings? Let's take an example of this stock UTI AMC. Acha, by the way, I've done one thing. I have added one more relative strength here, 21 period, okay? आप देख रहे होंगे यहाँ पर मैंने इसको ऐड किया है. This is 55 period, this is 21 period which I have added, okay? I'm just trying to test that can I make an early entry in a stock using 21 period RS. This is not yet final, okay? I'm just testing it. So as you know that I keep on testing new things, so that finally कुछ अगर अच्छा output generate होता है तो I share with all of you. So don't get confused with this one, please. Right now I'm only following this and I'm testing this 21 period RS, okay? क्योंकि 21 period RS में use करता था sectors के लिए. Now I have again 14 period use करता sector के लिए. To 21 I have introduced. Why 21? Because 21 is a Fibonacci number, and I'm using 21 and 55 period moving averages also, okay? So my idea is that any stock which is getting stronger in a 21 period moving average zone, and also on 2 hourly it is showing strength. I'm testing that. So I'll repeat, what am I testing? कि कोई भी stock है, let's take an example of a stock, say, okay, so let's take IRB. ये तो already बहुत भर चुका है. Okay, let's see this. IRB जो यहाँ पर 21 पीरियड मूविंग RS में स्ट्रॉन्ग था और इसमें भी स्ट्रॉन्ग था, 2 आवरली में भी स्ट्रॉन्ग था. ओके, नाउ दिस शुड बी इंटरेस्टिंग to be observed because by that time it will become strong in 55 period. Maybe थोड़ा टाइम निकल जाएगा और प्राइस भी बढ़ जाएगा. So I'm trying to use this as an early indicator along with 2 hourly chart. I hope you understood what I'm doing. And this is still experiment. It's a beta testing going on. अगर मुझे इसमें results अच्छे दिखे तो obviously I'll communicate this to you. So my point is not to tell you this what I'm testing. My point is that these stocks where delivery is high this week, possibly these stocks will give you some action. For example, Lakshmi Organics. Now, Lakshmi Organics is one of the stocks where delivery is high, and yesterday it gave a breakout. And you see RS, both the time frame RS is also strong. So what I did is, I did a basic analysis of Lakshmi Organic. ये करता क्या है, इसके business क्या है, तो ये chemical के अंदर में है. Overall chemical sector is still positive. I saw the P ratio, etc., valuation of the company. So I didn't find it to be a negative company. Okay. So fundamentally also I got the comfort. And how do you get the comfort? Actually, what you can do is, now what we have done is, in social, we have given the fundamental basic data points. Okay. So let's search for Lakshmi Organics. Lakshmi Organics में मैं जाऊं तो ये सारे हम लोग के सोशल के अंदर में पोस्ट है. आप देखो सब लोगों ने डाला है इसमें और एनालाइज करते हैं तो some basic data points we have given here from StockEdge. This is new addition which we have done in social. So you see industry P is 40, the stock right now is trading at 99p, book value is 46, price earning ratio, price to book is 10, so it's an expensive stock. Huh? So, and if you want more details, just go to Lakshmi here, Lakshmi Organics, and you will see a more top to down representation of the data points. So there is some data mismatch I can see. So this P ratio, there is something wrong with this because here P is 99, whereas P here is 54. So I'll get this data check. I think there is some problem somewhere. So when I saw in StockEdge, P was 54, industry P was 40. That means the company is obviously expensive. But if you see on first, there was a fair bit of delivery which happened. And today also, yesterday also, there is a good delivery which has happened in the stock. So yesterday's VWAP was 491, which becomes a very important data point. The company, this has been the performance. Look at the sales data. So you see the sales data. Constantly the company, there is a sales growth happening in this company, okay? And look at the PAT. What an amazing story this company has. So it's a growing company, and obviously PE is expensive, and the company is showing decent delivery high, and there's a positive trend in the company. It's an outperformer. So let us see the details here. Yeah, so it's a closing above previous high. It's a closing above last week high. 1 month increase is more than 5%. 3-month increase is more than 5%. So overall, this company is a positive company. So after looking at these data points and chart, I thought it's not a bad idea to enter this stock. Now, some people will question, ki, sir, you entered here, breakout happened, but it can go down. What is the stop loss? So I want to reply to this question that there are 2 ways one can keep a stop loss. One is the candle when you enter. Stop loss can be one candle before that, low of that candle. That is one way of keeping the price-based stop loss. The other way is the indicator-based stop loss. Now, indicator-based stop loss can be, you can keep super trend as a stop loss. You can keep RS as a stop loss. The more you keep RS and other things as a stop loss, the stop loss is far, far bigger. So for someone who has entered the market, I will never recommend to put an indicator-based stop loss. I think it's better to keep a price-based stop loss because their stop loss becomes smaller and you have a clear understanding of how much loss you are willing to take. When you start in stock market, you should have a clarity of loss, profit will come. When you are experiencing market, you want to carry bigger loss because you have more clarity on the theme of the stock or the trend of the stock. So I typically use RS as my stop loss. So if 2 hourly super trend will become negative and RS 2 hourly will go below zero, I'll square up my trade. So maybe I will lose a lot of money, but when I am entering a stock, I'm targeting 20-25% move. So I'm willing to lose 10% if I'm targeting 20-25%. But with you, I will always suggest have a stop loss of 3 to 4% or maximum 5% and target 10%, 12% movement in any stock, especially in this kind of a market where highly trending movement may not come. So at least you are actively participating in that. Now there is a question which people can ask is, sir, out of these stocks, which one should you select? Right? Now these are the stocks which are budget day delivery stocks. Okay. I typically look at only stocks where I track regularly, which is my stocks. So you see my stocks, these are my stocks where I'm tracking regularly. And whenever I see opportunity happening in these stocks, for example, Borosil Renewal. Now here I saw opportunity. Already the stock has been showing decent, and here I saw the opportunity on the budget day because there was something positive about solar, right? Remember there was a positive things which were talked about solar, that government is more interested in expanding that. So it became a positive news, and since it was part of my radar, I immediately got into this stock, and I in fact posted this in StockEdge social also. So let us see. So I posted is also say, just a minute. You see here. So 3 days ago I posted Borosil. Why? Because it's part of my radar. So at 667 I bought the stock, and I'm still holding this stock. Why am I holding? Because it's a strong stock. 2 hourly also strength, and it gave a breakout. I'm waiting for this breakout further to add more positions in this stock. So this breakout will be at 736. I'll add more positions in this stock. I'll always add position in profit. I never average. I avoid average until unless the stock is strong. I will average, but with very, very small quantity. So if suppose I have decided to invest 10 lakh in this company, so what I will do is I'll start building position here. So 2 lakh, 2 lakh, and when the breakout happens, 10 lakh, full 10 lakh. But if suppose it falls, 2 lakh, 2 lakh, 2 lakh, so that my average costing is higher. So my average costing is lower. And I will keep on buying till the RS is above zero. If RS goes below zero, then I will not shy away from booking my losses, because loss book karna is the most important thing in market. Okay, let's see some more stocks which I have. Look at this stock BSC. I still have it because the stock has been maintaining the strength, so there is no problem in this stock. Okay, so let's go back to that watch list, budget day delivery. So out of 77 stocks, either you can reduce the stocks by adding another layer of filter. Unfortunately, my StockEdge is not working right now. So if you look at combination scan, I actually created one combination scan, and today I posted on Twitter where I added delivery data and also strong. So if a stock is strong and there is delivery, then those are the stocks which I will track. So you can limit your number of stocks to say 25, 30 stocks and only do trading in those stocks. Till they are strong stocks, they will give you enough opportunity to trade. Look at the stocks. Ambika Cotton was also part of the budget, and look at the movement it has given. So till the stock is strong, all the stocks which are part of the budget stocks, they will give you strength and reasons to buy again. So maybe they will correct. Let's see. Let's take an example of a stock which is strong but correcting. Let's see. Yeah, Indian Hotel, classic stock. It's part of the budget stock. It's strong, right? And it's correcting. This stock will give you reason to buy again. You buy nearest to this level, 212, 213, right? Because your risk reward ratio is more favorable if you buy nearest to these levels. But if you buy here, you can buy, but start with small quantity. So make a list of stocks. The whole submission today is that make a list of stocks which can be out of your regular tracking stocks. Okay. It could be my regular tracking stocks, or it could be event based stocks, or it could be some theme which you have identified for yourself. So make 2-3 watch lists and track them properly. For example, when I discussed with my friend, he talked about steel, and I made a watch list and I scanned all the steel stocks, and I found these two stocks to be very impressive. JSL Hisar, you see blues there, that means I built position here, and I'm constantly building position. Look at this stock. It is giving such lovely opportunities. Ratnaman, not yet done. According to this model, it is a buy, but I'm still testing this. It has moved above moving averages also. JSL, look at this stock. It's a beauty. If it gives a breakout from this level, 217, it will go up for sure, because everything, all the setup looks so positive. Tin plate, strong. I don't know why I didn't buy it, but it is a strong stock. Jindal Steel, strong. So all the steel stocks are so strong. Tata Steel, emerging to be strong, can go up from here. Look at the bottoms it has made. 1, 2, 3, 4. ये मूविंग एवरेज के ऊपर जाएगा, ये फट जाएगा 1200 के ऊपर. अगर आप नहीं अभी काम कर सकते हैं तो चलो ठीक है, आप कॉल ऑप्शन कर लो. और द अदर ऑप्शन इज, इधर का पुट ऑप्शन बेच दो, 1100 का पुट बेच दो. 1100 का पुट बेचोगे तो जो पैसा आएगा, अगर मार्केट ऊपर रह गया तो आपको पुट का पैसा मिल गया, और अगर गिर गया तो कोई बात नहीं है. यू आर विलिंग टू बाय दिस स्टॉक एट 1100 because it's a strong stock, right? Possibly. So I hope you understood the process. It's pretty straightforward, and if you focus on those stocks where there is something which is driving those stocks, then you will be able to build position in those stocks. और जहां तक की मार्केट की बात है, मार्केट डेफिनेटली इज गिविंग कंफ्यूजिंग सिग्नल्स. देयर विल बी वॉलेटिलिटी, गैप अप गैप डाउन्स रहेंगे मार्केट के अंदर में. सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी ऑफ द सिचुएशन. it is not possible for market to remain trending all the time. It has done in last 2 years. This year is a year of consolidation. So only people with mental strength, they will be able to sustain in this market. But stock specific activity will happen. Have a closer look at the stocks where your model is giving you favorable buying zone or selling zone, and participate in those stocks. As simple as that. I'm doing that. I'm happy doing that. And I'm mentally prepared that I will have tough year this year. It's okay, because last 2 years have been phenomenal. This year I'm going slightly conservative in the market. Market should correct someday, sometime, to give me new trend in the market. बट वो करेक्शन कब आएगा किसी को नहीं पता. ऊपर जाके भी आ सकता है, यहां से भी आ सकता है. नो वन हैज एनी क्लू where the correction will come. Dollar is finally the instrument which should guide you when and how the correction will come. All right, so this is it from my side. I'll request Souradeep to take it over from me. Souradeep.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, thank you, Souradeep. Please take it over from me.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Hi. Thank you, sir, for the lovely session. Requesting everybody, please let me know if you can see my screen. You can see. Hi, everybody. A very good evening to all of you. Thanks to Vivek, sir. He has a meeting, so today he started the session, and I will take it forward to you. So I will start with the Nifty. So let us look at the Nifty first. So again, I won't be going details into the Elliott wave to explaining, but the way the charts are right now shaped up, if I go to a weekly chart, you will understand first. So this was the 5 wave move that happened. Now, uh, again, going back to the daily move, you just listen to it. It is not necessarily that you just listen to the prediction that you should know Elliott wave. I'm just doing it for you. It is a uh, rough idea to get a rough idea of the market structure. We often use it, not used for day-to-day trading, but just telling it. So after a 5 wave impulse move, what happens is a correction. So earlier what we had is a 5 wave impulse move. You can see one, 0 to 1, 1 to 1 2, then 2 to 3, and then 4 and 5, and then a ABC shaped correction takes place. Okay. Now what we have already had a very big correction in the form of A. Then we had a movement of B, and possibly we are right now undergoing C. C can go quite deep level. Now, this view gets negated if it starts staying above 17,700 kind of level. Okay. Now, please understand what I see here is that there was a good uptrend. This uptrend got broken. Not necessarily a down move has started, but it can happen. Now, what I was observing is that apart from this Elliott wave thing, that look at this fall, and the 61.8% pullback level was this. There it got resisted, and from that it is falling also. So if you are into the uh, stockage social, or you are into the TMP, if you are into the TMP, I'm continuously updating you about these levels. If you are in the stockage social, so you can see that I keep on updating about these things here, that how to approach the Nifty. Okay. Now on 9th, you have a RBI policy. Okay. So that is why Bank Nifty is not actually getting a lot of bearish right now. See, you can see that it has gone above the intermediate high. Okay. Intermediate Jan high, while Nifty stopped below the intermediate high. See, this Jan high, it has just only 61.8% pullback. But if you are looking at the Nifty, Bank Nifty, sorry, you can see we have crossed there and we are sustaining above this level. So to my understanding, this 38,800, which was past high, is quite important. If it stays above, possibly, so here also I have discussed about the Bank Nifty. If I go to the stock ideas, I have discussed here. I have not put it, but I have put it into the TMP. Let me show you. So this is the Bank Nifty view. Okay. So what I am telling is that it is it was slightly weak today in the Bank Nifty, but if it sustains above this 38,800, 900, then we can see an up move towards this 39,800, and you can see a kind of inverse head and shoulder getting built, and if breaks above 40,000, we can have good rally. Now what is happening right now in banks, you have to understand that right now RBI is on the verge of increasing interest rate. Either this policy or next policy it will do, possibly. Now what happens when RBI raises the interest rate? The banks, they do is that they pass on immediately to the borrowers. Like, so those people who are having commercial loan or home loan, they will see their EMI payment go up. But those people who have put the money in form of fixed deposit in the bank, the FD rates doesn't get revised very immediately. So the pass on of FD rate will come once the FD matures. So obviously, when the rates start rising, there is a lag between it being passed on to the borrowers compared to the FD. And that's why when the rate starts going up, banks interest rate margin actually goes up, because what happens is that banks can pass on to the borrowers, and that is why you are seeing this. Bank Nifty trying to be a little bullish, but to it remain bullish, it has to remain above this 38,800, 900. If it trades below 38,800, then you would possibly see a fall towards this 37,350. That can happen. Okay, I draw the trend line. So these are the two major indices. Now let us go to the US indices for a second and then come back to the our market. Okay, because this is very important. See, just like Nifty, what Dow Jones is also doing is that it just pulled back to the this was the January top, uh, and then it fell sharply, and it has again pulled back only to 61.8%, the similar to Nifty, and it is falling. Okay, and it is falling. I don't know what will happen because a very important data, that is non-farm payroll, is due. See this data. Okay, uh, non-farm payroll data, which will be published in next 29 minutes, and that will actually decide the direction of the market. This week there is a lot to discuss, so I will take things one by one. And one important thing I will also like to show you, that Nasdaq. If you are tracking the Nasdaq, you would see the Nasdaq is even more bearish. And why it is happening so? Because it has just pulled back to 50%. Okay, it has just pulled back to the 50% level. It has not yet pulled back to the 61.8%. It has pulled back to 50%. Then it was a hanging man, and then it is falling. And yesterday, after bad guidance, the Facebook share failed almost 26%. If you can see, okay. So you can see the how the US market is doing. And now let us go to the relative strength market. So this is the relative movement of the entire market from the time we when we actually entered into the from the COVID, we have risen. Now what you can see is that here, where you are seeing that, see, IT has started falling a lot. Once it rallied to almost 232%, it has come down a lot. Okay, but and you can see the second best index might have been, I think, Nasdaq. US 100. US 100 had pulled back a lot. Okay, there was a time when out of this the top one was CNXIT, and this US 100 was the second. Okay, and then there was Nifty. So still India is the best performing market since the COVID low. You can see all the markets here. Okay, from China to UK to Russia to Nikkei to Taiwan to DAX to the this is the Saudi Arabian market, because oil prices has gone up. So right now still we are very near to the top, and we are still the best performing market. But you can see that all the global markets have coming down deeply, like Dow, the Kospi, which were one of the good market and going in tandem, though not at par with CNX, IT or Nifty, but they were moving up. But there is a big divergence, like this kind of markets like Kospi, Dow Jones, CAG, they are falling. So there is good possibility of fall in Indian market also, if it stays below 17,500. Now I don't know what will happen. Maybe other markets can turn around from here, and we can turn around. But obviously there is a divergence, that all the global markets have been falling, and we are yet to fall. Okay, in between, one another important thing that has happened is the crude oil prices. Okay, so this is the crude oil prices. You can see it has gone to 92. Let us show the CL1, which is the crude oil future. Okay, so this is the crude oil future. Okay, so the crude oil future, light crude is 92. So I will like to show you one thing. Those who are new into this session, I would like to share one thing, because it feels quite proud actually to actually show this session. So if you go and Vivek, Bajaj, Souradeep crude oil, if you go there, you will have this session which was streamed 10 months back when crude oil, when Joe Biden has just taken over as the president of USA, and that time crude oil prices were just 55, 54. Okay, so at that time, me and Vivek sir actually analyzed and explain why crude oil is quite likely to reach 100 within a very less than 1 year time. And see, from those levels, it has come to 92. Uh, those who are following me in the Twitter, if I go into the Twitter, so see, uh, this I had today it reached my target on 27th. I said that when prices were 86, that possibly we will soon see 87, and if from 87 I said we will soon see 92. So this I told on 26 that we may soon see 92, and if it crosses above 93, then we will soon see 100.04. And I explained in terms of chart why I was expecting so. So today the first thing that 92 has come, and then possibly if it stays above 93, it can go to 104. Okay, so I explained this, and this was a call. And when we made this call, you can look at websites of various US investment banks, big names. You can see, and you won't be finding dating back so much conviction, anybody predicting oil above $70. That time we discussed, we had this session, still relevant. Those who want to see, they can watch this session. I would advise those who want to trade crude, just look at this, you will gain a lot of knowledge. Okay, now crude is here. Okay, and if crude is here also, this data, you can see this 1.82, 1.94. In this level it is hovering around. And see, before COVID it was around above 2, the US 10-year yield. Possibly as soon as rate rise cycle goes up, you will see that uh, it will go to 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, and possibly that will actually slow down the kind of return we had in case of equities. Okay, one more important thing that I would like to show you is that not silver. Okay, it is the dollar index. So see, just a second, US dollar currency index. Okay, so uh, going to the weekly chart once, to show you the bigger picture. So when in June, July it started breaking above this 93, I had put this rally towards that it will go to 97.6 was my target. See, the high was made 97.441 uh, just last week, and uh, from that it had a sharp fall. Okay, now if you look at this pattern, that all, see, from 2000, before 2020 March it was trading above 97. So it failed because of the kind of money printing the world saw after the COVID, and now it has gone back. It is trying to nudge back above 9. If it goes above 98, so we are again in the normal territory. Okay, now for a very shorter term in the daily chart, what you can see that it has pulled back to, in the weakness, it has pulled back to this support of 90. And I had shared this in the TMP also, that from here it can jump to 97.65 or possibly towards 99. Okay, so we have to see how it behaves from here. So if that happens, then that is more bearish for all the things like equities, especially the way they are falling. Okay, and you can understand if our market went up mainly because of this. This is the, I will come to it later in this form. So if you go from 2020 low, if I go from 2020 low, the reason our market has gone up was mainly because of IT. Okay, So you have to understand, see, metals have gone up, but the thing is that metals have very little weightage into the Nifty. So the reason it has gone up was mainly because of the reliance, which is reflected in NSE commodities and the IT stocks. Now the IT stocks are correcting. Now, if the IT stocks correct along with the Nasdaq, because we are right now very much correlated with the Nasdaq, and the Nasdaq's in a weaker mode, it may happen that our market may drag down. And there is a very important event. Though many people are ignoring that event, I have told many a time, see, uh, UP election. Okay, if BJP loses UP election, okay, 10th 5th March will be the result. If BJP loses UP election, I see market at least hitting 15,000. Okay, it can go down to 12 13,000 also, but 15,000 with 1 2 months, I strongly expect. And that's why if you see in this, just a second, Vivek Bajaj post market session. So if I go to this one, okay, 21, okay, this one I will show you. Just listen to this video for 2 minutes. See what I said. Just listen to it. Just listen for 2 minutes. One more minute. So this was the thing that I advised, and I'm coming back to that to put right now. See, the same put on the this 31st March. This I was talking you to buy when it was at that time around 235. It had gone to 800 also in between, but it is 456. Now it is relatively pricier. If it looks pricier for hedging buy, it will be just 1 to 1.5% of your portfolio. For every 8 lakh of your portfolio you can buy. Please understand, if there is a political change of power in UP, you will be saved from a very sudden kind of a fall in the market. Because the reason is very clear. Because if UP is lost, what will happen is that uh, the chances of BJP coming in 2024 will diminish. And now think about the kind of political leadership that will be there. I'm not commenting about any individual political leader. I'm only saying that there will be smaller parties coming together to form a government. And because Congress is not very strong at this moment, so what will happen? Smaller parties may come into the power to form a government if BJP goes, because we won't be getting Congress as a strong power in that case. So what happens in that case? In that case, likelihood is that there will be a little bit of policy take making decision making problem, and market may actually to adjust to that neither BJP nor Congress is coming. Market may actually fall a lot. I expect if it becomes certain that none of them are coming, market can go back to 12,000, 13,000, 11,000 level in Nifty that I expect. This is the people are saying that it is a less probability in, outcome, but think that there was a point in the US Open final when Rafael Nadal had only 4% chance to win, but he became champion. Okay, so and Vladimir got defeated. Okay, so please understand, uh, 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 nothing is impossible in terms of politics. So if that happens, I would say that you buy this and have a hedge for 31st March put. That will be because many a times for a state like UP, the picture may not be very clear by the time market closes. So 10th March is a kind of expiry, like what happened with Bihar election. If that is the kind of situation, so that is why it is better to have a 31st March put rather than a 10th March put, because the decisions may come by the night, and that's why now 17,500 put is quite expensive. At least 17,000, uh, you should think in terms of buying. The same was the case. No audio. People are saying no audio. Is there no audio? Is there audio or no audio? Are you getting my audio? Okay. I said there was no audio, but it is fine. Fine. So the point I was making is that try to buy this as a hedge. This is like a term plan insurance. Why do you buy term insurance? All of you buy, right? So at that time 235, it went to 800 also. Right now 456. So what I am trying to say you is that buy this as a hedge, because see, it is like a term plan. You want all likelihood 999 of us won't die untimely death, but still we buy term insurance. We know that we won't get anything on return, because why we buy? Well, in case I am that one out of those thousand to die untimely, that our families are saved, right? So this is like, even if the probability is low, do this, so that you can have a very good sleep of mind, even if whatever may be the political outcome on a particular election. Okay, you cannot leave your hard-earned money at the how many lots to buy. So if you have 8 lakhs of portfolio, you buy one lot. For every 8 lakh of your portfolio, you buy one lot of this put. Okay, that is how you buy. Okay, so if you have a 1 CR portfolio, you buy 12 to 13 lots. If you have a 50 lakh portfolio, buy 7 to 8 lakh. If you have 15 lakh portfolio, buy two lots. That's how. Okay. Uh, so it would become zero if market does not fall. It will become zero. But consider this as only a cost for insurance. Okay. Now I will come back to the stocks. Okay. So sectors. Okay. Now Nifty IT, I will like to show you. See, Nifty IT, what it did is that I will go to the weekly chart. So it has defended this level. This is a kind of a megaphone kind of a pattern. Okay. Now, it had been doing this for quite some time, and what it can do is that very well. It can go back on the upside also, or it can break down. We don't know, but this is the situation. And as long as Nasdaq is weak and UP elections are not over, we will be in a down mode. Nifty Bank is in still better mode. Nifty FMCG, I would say, if you look at Nifty FMCG, after many weeks, see, this was a great zone of support. It took support because of ITC. And now, if Nifty FMCG breaks above 38,000, we can see a rally towards 40,000, 41,000. None of the big FMCG stocks are doing great except uh, ITC. And ITC has such a huge weight in FMCG index. Because ITC did well, Nifty FMCG index is looking good. Okay, Nifty metals look good. Okay, look good. Uh, Mostly in a range. in a range on a weekly basis. Nifty, Nifty Infra. So infra, given the way budget was, it has high push on infra. So infra should do good. So stocks like L&T, Siemens should do good in the time to come. Okay. A few stocks I will also decide. This is the first time I am trying to show you something on the in terms of fundamental. So I want to show you a stock. Okay, that is Cupid. Okay, don't just because I am discussing it, don't just rush in and buy. You do your analysis also. Okay, so what I will show you is that this is the monthly chart of not Cupid. Sorry, it is just a second. Kitex, right? It came into mind. Kitex. It is Kitex. Okay. So Kitex Garment is the company that I want to show you. See, huge volume and the stock, the way it is shaping up, I think, and given the garment stocks are doing good, I think it can break and it can really do wonders. Now, in apart from charts, what is very interesting in this stock is if you go there, uh, Cupid, sorry, Kitex. So Kitex Garment is a stock. Uh, if I go to the fin financials, okay. Now I go to the P&L, okay. Oh, sorry, the balance sheet, okay. Now see, over a period of time, current liability is also coming down, okay. Non-current liability will also come. Non-current liability is motamoti constant, but it is very low, 185 CR, okay. And current liabilities are coming down. So that means inventories are getting actually converted into cash. If you go to the cash flow, see the beautiful thing over the 6 years of the company is that see cash from investment, because the company has done all the investment, so investment is coming down. Cash from finance, it is negative now, no more it is positive. So company is returning back its loans. And what is happening, cash from operation is doing phenomenal. You can see cash from operation is increasing. And I will like to show you the 4 month activity that is going on into the stock, sorry, 4 quarter activity. I just mentioned it a few days ago here. Okay, just a second. Yeah, so see, this is the thing that I showed you. But also very important thing, see over the last 4 quarters or last many quarters, how net sales is going up, EBITDA is going up so beautifully, PBT is going up, PAT is going up. So and if you see the ratios, if I go back to the ratios, just a second. If I go to the ratio, see this is return on equity, okay, return ratio, not valuation ratios, okay. So see, the stock is just price to earning ratio of 12, okay, at present. And if you see the sector average is around 56 in this sector. So I think there is a huge potential that remains uh, within the stock, okay. The sector average is around 50, because when I opened moneycontrol.com for one thing, okay, and when I went to Kitex, and money control is showing a P of 20 because it is not taking care trailing 12 months. Our is taking trailing 12 months, and that is why it is showing 12p. And see the sector P is 56. So you can understand the kind of opportunity that can be there in this stock. So this is the thing why I wanted to discuss this stock a little bit in detail. Okay, so overall situation is a little bit confusing. Keep on, those who are into the stockage club, keep on following. See, every day I will all these parameters of on these crudes, I will keep on updating. Okay, I will keep on updating. Those who are TMP, I am live with them. This TMP, I am live with them every moment. Okay, except from the sleeping time. Like our interaction continues even till night 10 on 11 for those. And here I every day keep on putting this kind of, see, this is another stock which is looking phenomenal. I will like to show you. This stock is Deepak Nitrite. So if you are following Deepak, is it, no, it is Deepak Fertilizer, sorry, Deepak Fertilizer. Okay, okay. So you can see the way the stock is moving. I had mentioned this, and this has been moving. See, a perfect cup and handle. So the pattern uh, outlook is very high, and it is doing phenomenal. The way these indicators in the monthly time frame are shaped up, it looks very strong stock. Deepak Fertilizer. Okay. Similarly, the way I did, you can go and try to find out the fundamentals also. Though I am not a fundamental analyst, because a very close friend of mine requested to investigate a little bit on the Kitex. I did. I know fundamental. I have worked as a fundamental analyst in Crystal and HSBC, but I am no more into that thing, so that it, because it takes a lot more time. But I did it for Kitex. You look at this stock. Another stock which I want to show you is Amber Enterprise. Okay, uh, actually was hoping quite a good thing for the stock, but actually there was a sharp pullback today. uh, just expecting, because yesterday you can see that there was a breach. I was expecting another stock which I discussed with my TMP and TMP students. This is Fluorochem. Okay, Gujarat Fluorochem this week on the budget day. Okay, Gujarat Fluorochem. This is the stock. Okay, so I discussed with the stock, discussed with them the stocks when it was around 2950, and since then it has kept on rallying with the stock. So please join this, at least if not, if I would, those who are looking for trading, I would always recommend them to join this TMP. It is a multi-asset TMP, like we are always doing currency, commodity and equities, options, everything. And apart from that, if you are not that much into trading, you can at least join this club. See, here we also have 4 rooms, and I share most of the updates here also. So you can see like if I go there, like every day you can see a lot of the, like the bond yields are going up. And if I go to the commodity club, you can, and how the FII data was doing. That was the thing, how the FII data was doing. So we cover all the aspects. We have almost 20 analysts here to respond to any of your query at any moment you ask them. I won't go for how to get added to TMP. Contact to Orpon. Please note down his phone number, 89024 72551. This is Orpon. Okay, I will show you. This is Orpon. Note down his Twitter ID. Okay, this is Orpon Bhattacharya. Tag him. He will share your interest. He will contact you. Okay, stock specific. I'm not going to answer. I request everyone that please don't ask stock specific question. But overall, what market will do will totally depend upon the US thing. And just wait, because you have waited this long with me. Just wait for this. Let us see how the non-farm payroll data come, and then let us close the session. It will come within next 1 minute. View on gold. Okay, view on gold is not very clear at this point. Okay, so gold is in a very big symmetrical triangle for quite long some time, and I've told that anytime it comes close to 1780 you buy, anytime it goes to 1820 1830 you sell. This is 3-4% kind of a movement it is having for almost, I would say, 7-8 months. Let us see how it unfolds. Okay, the data has come. Let us see. Let us see. See, that is, I was also expecting the data will be very, very bullish, and that means this much jobs were created compared to expectation of 1,50,000. I don't know how Dow will react to this, but one thing is very sure that this this one should immediately, let us look at a 5 minute chart. You will understand this had a very big jump because as so many jobs are getting created, this get very strong, this US government yield, and it has crossed 1.860. You can see this was quite expected with the data. Okay, and 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 uh, and this dollar index will also see a spike. See, it has already started rising. I will show you how it has risen. Okay, if I go to the 5 minute chart again, you can see quite expected it is moving up. Okay, so it is moving, and possibly gold has would be falling in last 5 minutes strongly. See, as expected, gold is falling very. So once you have the data, these are very easy trades that are available. Those people who are present in the market can do. It is falling, gold as expected, and possibly Dow will also be falling. Let us check that also. Possibly Dow will also be falling after this data. This is a good economic data, but Dow is falling. Why? Because possibly Dow would be falling. Sorry, Dow Jones futures initial reaction, not it should Dow Jones 30 future, see, it is falling as expected. And if I show you 5 minute chart, because of this rate hike now becomes so imminent that Dow after that is falling. So that is the reaction to data. Very, very expected reaction to the data, and see how the currency is right now bouncing. How currency is bouncing in the morning also. I actually posted that over Twitter also, that this thing at that time you see it was at 95.286, but I was expecting a bounce and it is bouncing based on the chart also. Anyways, had a great session. So thanks for joining. Hope you join. Thanks for your time. Hope you join on our next session also. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks. 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 Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye. Have a great weekend.